the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, good evening, race fans, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Dirt Slingers Monday Night Wingless Series. 360 wingless sprint cars at Cedar Lake this evening. We have about 26 drivers checked in for this great field of cars. Going to have about 3 heat races, it looks like. We are going to send 20 of these guys to our feature. Some great drivers logged in for this thing. I see Skylar Brown, Wade Fields, Rylan Gray, Cale Heibolt in the house. Gunnar Harris, Vinny Sansone, Rusty Kruger. I thought I saw his name in that list. A lot of great drivers in here. This is going to be a pretty good one. First time Dirt Slingers has had the wingless sprint cars on the program. God damn it. So a lot of guys ready to go. They are going to wrap up the practice session here in just a moment. I actually think that might be wrapping up now. These guys are going to get ready to go to qualify. 3 laps, and they will average the time for the 3 laps to determine who is the quick qualifier. And I believe there is a 4-car invert in the heat races. So we will pay attention to all of our drivers. I just like that one so much better. Right now, Wade Fields on a screen. Watch the driver's times pop up here on the left. Average of the 3 laps is what we're looking for with these guys. Rylan Gray at 13.14 has his 3 laps in the book. Skylar Brown, Cody Kelly, Mason Hanna. There goes Wade Fields. 13.03 for his average on the 3 laps. Driver's still on track. There's Vinny Sansone. Guys, do not be afraid to say hi to me in the chat. I can see that no matter where you are. YouTube and Twitch, be sure you hit the subscribe button. If you're over on Facebook, come by the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page. Like, share, and follow us. Creeping in on 11,000 natural followers. Saw my man Whiskers earlier in the chat over at the Monday Night Thunder Series. Craig Sheeram just put the 72 machine in 4th after his qualifying attempt. Cody Terry on a track right now. Watching this 93 car. Cody Terry. Looks like his entry's just a little bit on the wide side. Keeping her powered up off the bottom there. Cars without the wings, a whole different animal to drive. You got to keep that front end. You got to keep some weight on it to get it down there. Cody Terry pops into there. I don't think he got a clean time on that deal. I think he probably had a couple of taps. Bruce Klingen. And Klingen has not shown time as of yet. Session running out. And that is going to set our field. We'll be ready for our 3 heat races. Let's get in here and get our grid set for those. Heat race number 1, we'll see the Team SSR number 158 of Cale Heibolt on the pole with the 18 car of Gunnar Harris. On his outside, row 2, Craig Sheeram, the 072 car inside, and on his outside, quick qualifier for the evening in the 71, the Indy Race Parts Esports number 71. That's Wade Fields. Scott King will start the 118 on the inside of row number 3 with Alex Straczynski in the 23 on the outside, your 4th row. Inside, Kevin Click, 25 machine outside. Lloyd Motorsports number 28 of Christopher Lloyd. And shotgun on the field for this one, going to be the 27. That's an elbows up Sim Sports machine. That is Bruce Klingen, the driver of that car. Drivers rolling away, ready to go here. I don't know why it keeps dropping to that on defaults. I don't like that. Oh well. All right. Give the boys a pace lap. And it's got to be something changed there. I believe our top 3 go straight to the feature. Everybody else going to have to work CV main. We will take 20 cars into our A main tonight. We're going to get the green out of turn number 4. Green flag into the air. 360 Wingless Series. First time for the Dirt Slingers underway. Heat race number 1 down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Craig Sheeram holding steady at the point. Gunnar Harris, 54, or the 18. Normally he is the 54. I'm sure there's 54 on that car. He is hanging tough in second. Got Wade Fields and Scott King 3 and 4. Kevin Click and Alex Jasinski going at it side by side. That's for fifth. These drivers moving around a lot on the pile. That's because they're passing each other in and out. That time, Straczynski with a big slip loses 2 spots, gives up the spot to Click. Also gave Bruce Klingen a spot. Heibolt, the only car not on track. He did not bring the car onto the racing surface. We'll see what's going on with Cale here in just a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. That thing's just broken. But it is all Sheeran out in front. You know what? That's not what we want. So it was 3 to go last time. Going to be 2 to go this time. Sheeran Fields got around Harris there with the slide. We'll see if he can hang on to it. Harris going to drive it back by on the bottom. And Gunnar Harris with the slider line, but he had Fields pushed to the outside, coming to the white flag. He's going to hang on to that. Sheeran has this one well in hand. The battle is for second and third. And Harris with about 5 car lengths right there on the entry. Looks like he's going to hang on. Sheeran wins it. Harris will go to the A-main along with Wade Fields, Scott King, fourth, Bruce Klingen, Kevin Click, Alex Straczynski, and Chris Lloyd in that order. So Heat 1 in the books. Good start for these guys. No incidents. Everybody makes it through. And we will get down here and run it through the grid. For heat race number 2 on the pole is going to be the 13 machine of Cody Kelly, and on his outside, the 80 of Vinny Sansone. 35 car of Miles Jansen will start inside row number 2. That's a Parabellum Esports entry. And on his outside, the 06 of Rylan Gray. Your third row, inside, Garrett Boyd, the 21 car. On the outside, Larry Moody in the 73. Moody Motorsports putting that car in the field. Fourth row inside, the Handmade Motorsports number 24 of Eric Wilkie inside. And Randy Post will start the 54 on his outside. And on the back in the 93 car, a Tim Sims entry, that is a Cody Terry. All right, green this time. Another 8 laps. We're going to send 3 straight to the feature. We are going to send everyone else into the soup. We will pull, I believe, 11 cars out of that soup and put them into the A main, and the green flag in the air. Down to 1 and 2 for the first time in heat number 2, and out of turn number 2 down the back. It's almost 4 wide at the front. Sansone hanging on to the lead right now. Rylan Gray and Cody Kelly. Second and third, but Miles Jansen, 35 car down the bottom. We have caution. I'm not honestly sure who the caution was for. I think Cody Terry may have crashed in this one. Go back and watch that 93 car. There's a little contact, a couple cars in front of him. Yep, and he ends up getting just a little bit of contact off that when the guys were trying to settle him back in. So we will see Cody Terry have to come through the soup tonight. Driver's going to get it all lined back up, get ready to go back to green. First caution of the season. Guys, appreciate everybody tuning in. Guys, say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. A lot of fun things going on. Hello, Cody. That was quick. Jumped out of the car, got right onto the chat. Tough luck, man. You get another shot here. You get into that soup. Work your way in, buddy. All right, single filed them up, getting ready to go green. Out of turn number 4, still Sansone, Gray, Kelly, your top 3, and then Jensen, Moody, Boyd, Post, and Wilkie. Green flag back in the airs. 6 to go. Ryland Gray went top shelf right there, and he got a lot of momentum out of 2. I don't know if that's going to work out and get him anything here out of 3 and 4, but he's going to pull right up on Sansone. Slider coming, goes in low. He's going to keep it down the middle. Sansone just too much momentum, and Sansone right back around the top. These two are going to go right back at each other. We'll watch them here. Cody Kelly getting a little pressure from Jansen. Jansen had that 35 machine stuck down on the inside, and he moved Kelly up the hill, but Kelly's using the longer line to keep the momentum up in the 13. Oh, got her super sideways on the entry to 3. That opens up the door. Jansen just slips right on by. He's in the final transfer spot right there. It looks like Sansone is able to hang on. He's keeping Gray at bay right now. 2 to go this time by. Sansone, Grain, Jansen, Kelly, Garrett Boyd up here around the top side. Into the 5th position. Then it's Moody, Wilkie, and Post. But we're going to go back towards the front. The gap is opened up. Gray made a mistake coming to the white flag. Big gap now, about 3/4 of a second. All right, that is over. Sansone and Gray 1-2. Jansen takes the final transfer spot. Kelly, Boyd, Moody, Wilkie, and Post, along with Cody Terry, going to be in the soup tonight as we get ready to look at the starting grid for heat race number 3. It's going to be the Black Diamond Motorsports entry of Mason Hannigan in the, I think that's going to be the 1 car. It won't be the 26. I'd be surprised if 26 is on the side of that car. Usually has the 1X on it. It's the Little Hurricane of Mason Hannigan. On his outside in the 5, going to be a Rusty Kruger. That's a Swindell Speed Lab Esports entry. Craig Silby in the 7 car will start inside row number 2 with Skylar Brown in the 97 on his outside. You'll see the 29 of Taylor Howell inside of row number 3 with a 1J of Jacob Schmutz on the outside. And your 4th and final row in your final heat race for the evening, the 92 of Peyton Grease inside. And Buddy Ware, Prodigal Son, Iola, Kansas, in the 17 will start position number 8. New series for these guys. They had about 45 registrations within about a 96-hour period. We expected to see a few more cars, but to get the number that they've got, very impressive. So far, the racing's been very good. We'll see if that goes all the way through the 30-lap feature. But we are about ready to drop the green flag on our final heat race of the evening. Green flag in the air. Into 3 and 4 for the first time. Hannigan and Kruger 1-2. Silby right there hanging tough. Out of 2 down the backstretch. Hannigan got a little out of shape. They're going to be almost 3 wide as Brown stuck his nose in the middle of the fight this time. Caution, Schmutz. Schmutz gave it a lick right here. Not sure what happened. Him went into the corner, up the hill, right rear. And that right rear is exposed. Got it up on the fence. Got her hung up. And he's going to be stuck. That car going to the pit area. So the guy's waiting on the pace car. Slowing them down. We'll get them lined back up. I think it's Hannigan, Kruger. I think it's Silby in front of Brown. It may not be. It may have been that Brown had the spot when they crossed the line. So Skylar Brown in 3rd, then Craig Silby. Or maybe not. Maybe they are going to swap those 2. Now they're going to swap them. There we go. Now we got them in order. Hannigan, Kruger, Silby, Brown, the top 4, then Grease, Howell, and Ware behind that. So, getting it lined up, getting ready to go back to green. Still 6 laps to go. Final heat race. Heat race number 3. Hannigan on the throttle. Green flag back in the air. Good start. Hannigan going to jump out to a quick 4 or 5 car lengths lead. Kruger tried to close it up. He's going to go slider line in 3 and 4. He didn't get it there. He'll have to leave the door open, but he did close it up another car length. He is just going to keep running that slider line. They cross him over as he got there on Hannigan. Hannigan does the cut down, comes out with the lead. Brown around Sylvie on the top side. Now he's going to make a bid to try to take second away from Kruger. Running that late cut down line. Late exit in the corner, big slider into 3 and 4. Goes up the hill. Kruger with a great job. Cuts the car underneath. 2 to go that time. Everybody chasing Hannigan, but Kruger and Brown going at it tooth and nail right here. Brown gets the better of it out of 2. Silby trying to work his way in, move around Kruger as well, and he does so at the line. 2 to go that time. Still Grease, Howell, and Ware bringing up the rear, 5th, 6th, and 7th. We're watching a good battle here for the final direct transfer spot. It is Hannigan and Brown 1-2. Then it's Silby and Kruger side by side on the white flag lap. We may have a bid for the lead. Brown got a run. Is he going to throw it in deep? Could not do it. Middle taken away by Hannigan. So Hannigan going to win the final heat race. Then Brown. Kruger got around Silby on the top. He takes the direct transfer spot. Silby, Grease, Howell, Ware, and Schmutz. Welcome to the Soup Boys. Hope you brought a spoon. All right. Going to put 10 cars out here. If this is, I believe this is our C main. Don't think it says. I don't think it says what it is, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to be. Let's get our lineup going here. It'll be Moody and Howell in row 1, Straczynski and Wilkie in row 2, Ware and Lloyd in row 3, Post and Schmutz in row 4, and Heibolt and Terry scheduled for row 5. I believe 5 cars are going to transfer into the B main, and I think everybody in the B main will transfer through to the feature at this point. Don't think we're going to see Chris Lloyd. I don't think we'll see Cody Terry, unless Cody stuck around. He said he was going to play in a plow truck, because that's what he felt like out there. So we'll see if he makes the call to the grid. Right now, we are missing 3 cars. So we'll have 7. We are going to give them 10 laps. Top 5 are going to move on. Back to call it a day. Probably have 7 already scheduled. We'll take those 5, put 12. I think we're keeping 10, so I think we're going to knock 2 more out in the next round. We'll know for sure when we get to the car count. But right now, I believe this is our C main. Be 10 laps for this one, 12 laps for the B. And we will have our first 20 car, 30 lap feature set. A lot of work between now and then. A bunch of racing to do. Green flag in the air. Looking at Larry Moody trying to get it done out in front right here. Taylor Howell lined in behind that. Here comes Straczynski. Straczynski right around the tires on the bottom. Got the left rear tire up on those infield tires. Bounced the car a little bit. Didn't slow him down a bit, though. As your top 4 now have made a breakaway. Jacob Schmutz hanging on to 5th, at least for the time being. Eric Wilkie is there. Wilkie tried to go in on the bottom side. Schmutz got it up on the top. He's hanging on right in front of Buddy Ware. Wilkie got around and got into 4th here. That's the Mopar machine. Good battle at the front. Straczynski going for the lead on Moody. He's got it. Moody back to 2nd. Howell is 3rd. Great battle here. These guys really mixing it up. 3 and 4 wide. Oh, car into the outside wall. I think that was Taylor Howell. Howell bumps the fence with the right sides. He's going to get it back underneath him and hang on to 4th. As Moody and Straczynski still going at it. Five to go this time. Straczynski hanging on to the lead by about 3 car lengths. Then Moody, Wilkie, Howell, Jacob Schmutz still hanging on to 5th. Buddy Ware. Just send it, brother. He took it into 1 and 2 right up against the fence. Bumped the right rear. This time sends it in a little bit too good. Caution is out. And Buddy Ware. He is shaken and not stirred right there, and I think his evening is finished. We watched it live as we put the camera right on him, so we won't go back and look at a replay. But Ware sent it in hot in 1 and 2, then sent it in even hotter in 3 and 4, and he was a little too close to the fence. Naked tires up against the concrete barrier. It's just an ugly scene. So Straczynski, Moody, Wilkie, Howell, Schmutz, and Post are going to be our 6 remaining. 5 of these guys are going to transfer on into the back of the B main. Taking a look here at Randy Post's car. These guys getting them lined up down the back stretch. We'll get 1 to go this time by. Get a look here at the 20 or the 54 machine, excuse me. Lights will go off on the pace track right here. Everybody get single filed up. Still 3 laps to go. Anything can happen in 3 laps, especially when you got open wheel cars. For some of these guys, I think it is their first real foray into a league race in this car. And so far, we haven't seen anything super outstandingly crazy, but the night's still young. Green flag back in the air. 3 laps to go. C main. Straczynski hanging on to the lead in front of Larry Moody. Moody didn't have much luck in the wing car a little while ago over at Eldora. So a quick trip across, and he's here for the wingless car at Cedar Lake, and he's ready to go. Got Eric Wilkie tucked in behind him. Schmutz up to 4th. So everybody got around Howell. I think Howell's car might have got damaged with that slap in the fence. Had it stayed green, he probably would have been okay, as he has fallen back out of the transfer spot. Randy Post has taken over 5th, at least for the time being. Got the car super out of shape. He might be giving it up on the white flag lap as Howell gets around him. Straczynski's out of 4. He's going to the B. Moody's going with him. Wilkie's going with him. Schmutz is going with him. And Taylor Howell is going to hang on and make the transfer. So good job to that guy. Post and everybody. Oh, actually 1 out. Howell was 1 spot out. I think only 4 transfers. So we got 11 cars. I think they're racing for 10 spots as we get ready to run down the grid. I thought it was a 5-car transfer. Maybe that is the Monday Night Thunder Series that has a 5-car transfer. Scott King and Cody Kelly going to be on the front row of the B mains. Craig Silby, Bruce Klingon in row 2. Garrett Boyd, Peyton Grease. The 3rd row, the 4th row, Kevin Click and Alex Straczynski. Row 5, Larry Moody and Eric Wilkie. And the back row, he transferred through from your C main, the 1 car of Jacob Schmutz. Look at the 13 car of Cody Kelly. Just waiting for the fearless leader. There he is. Oh, Tiny Dancer. Scott King dropping onto the grid. So 12 laps. I believe 10 of these 11 cars transfer through. And we will have the field set for the very first Monday night Wingless Series at DSRL 360 Wingless cars. Their first feature will be set at the conclusion of this B main. Say hi in the chat, guys. I see plenty of you in there watching across all of our channels. YouTube, Twitch, I can see it if you say hi. Let us know where you're watching from. If you got a favorite driver, be sure to post their name in the chat. All right, green this time out of turn number 4, King and Kelly. Bringing us to it. There's Scott King on the throttle. Green flag in the air. Into 1 and 2. Klingon had a little tap from behind, but he got the car back up underneath him. Oh, Cody Kelly with a hot shot into 3 and 4. Eric Wilkie did the same. Let's watch Wilkie. Kelly's going to happen right in front of him. He's going to go down in there. Kelly, right rear up into the fence. Shoo. Man, Wilkie did it even worse. Both cars just tumbling, and they will not come to rest on their wheels. So we'll see if either one of those guys is able to fix enough to get out there and get a lap, since they both died on lap number 1. And right now it is scoring Cody Kelly in front of Eric Wilkie to make the transfer spot. But it is Scott King, then Craig Silby, Bruce Klingon, Garrett Boyd, Peyton Grease, Kevin Click, Alex Straczynski, Larry Moody, and Jacob Schmutz back here. Your top 9. And we'll see if anybody is going to be able to get back out here and claim that 10th and final transfer spot. Big fan of who? Their lawnmower man. I see Nathan Davis in the chat. How come you're not in here doing this? You're not scared to take the top off the car, are you? It's just a question, man. I'm not insinuating or inferring anything. I'm just asking the question. That's what reporters do, man. We don't make up. Well, sometimes we make up the news, but, still. All right, pace truck out of the way. Tiny Dancer back on the throttle. He got a great jump there. Good start for him. Way out in front of Silby Klingon. Went through the middle, and he almost made it 3 wide there as Grease got down the inside. Boyd looked to the top shelf. Tell you guys, you watch that 21 car, that Garrett Boyd, really starting to get it done in all of the dirt cars. Really good in the big block modified and the late models, and he's looking pretty decent here in this wingless. He's trying to avoid cars right now, but he's getting some chops in the wing sprint cars. And good run there. He is going to go around Grease down the backstretch. This is going to be back for 4th. 118. Here we go. Got the Tiny Dancer fans in the house. He's under fire right now. Around the top side, hanging on to it. About 6.5 to go. Craig Silby has reeled him back in, started to put some pressure. Klingon hanging tough in 3rd. Peyton Grease still in that battle. They were almost 4 wide right there in 3 and 4. Grease trying to keep the bottom covered up, not let these guys get sliders in. He's going to open it up. Straczynski is going to use the momentum off the top side. Oh, now gets the right rear. He bikes it up, flips it around. Caution. And we watched it. Straczynski out of 2, down the backstretch, into the corner, got up, jumped over the marbles. Thought he was going to save it right there, and then the right front dove in, and he went right to the outside fence. Able to keep it rolling. Yeah, bats are there topless for this one. Brand new series for these guys, and so far they have been doing a very good job. Round number 1 of 12. So you guys will have these guys for 12 weeks. They got a bye week in there, I think the second week, around the 7th. Between the 7th and the 14th of February, they have a bye week. So we're going to go a couple weeks, take a week off, and then we're going to come back and finish it all up. They will be on every single Monday night following Monday Night Thunder. So the guys will race with the top on, and they'll turn right around, strip all the wings off them, put them right back on the track, come out here, have a lot of fun. They will not be at the same tracks. The schedules are relatively different. But you're going to see a lot of the same old names. So we're going to get this thing restarted with 4 to go. It'll be King, Silby, Klingon, Grease, Boyd, Click, Moody, Schmutz, Straczynski. And then is Eric Wilkie rolling back on the track? Wilkie is going to try to roll that 24 car out here and take that 10th and final transfer spot and get in the feature tonight. Pace truck's out of the way. 4 laps to go. Oh, Tiny Dancer once again. Twinkle towing it around here. Got some company now. Silby got a great start that time. Pulled it alongside in 1 and 2. Does so again. Silby may have the lead here at the line. It was tight. 1/1000th of a second. It was still Scott King out in front. King using the top side, keeping the momentum up, but Silby really able to work that bottom. He's there. That time Silby leads the lap. Into 3 and 4, they'll see the white flag. This time by. That time, Scott King taking it back. Bruce Klingen closing in on these two. Great race. They are running 2 wide, and neither one has an absolute clear advantage as we're coming around to the checkers. B main about to conclude. King, then Silby, Klingen, Boyd finishes 4th. Kevin Click, Larry Moody, Jacob Schmutz, Alex Straczynski, Peyton Grease. And I think Wilkie got out there, rolled it around one time, took it in. He got the transfer spot, so he'll be in tonight's A-Main. The only car eliminated from route number 1 in the B-Main is going to be the 13 of Cody Kelly. Our field is set. The guys have about 5 minutes to warm up. Don't know how much of it they're going to use. I want to tell you guys on Wednesday night, the General Tires Winter Nationals presented by Tim's Dirt Track Simulators, hosted by the DSRL Wednesday Night Wars. That's a big block modified series. Round number 2 coming up. I know where they're going to be, but I'll be danged if I can remember off the top of my head, so I got to go take a peek because I had a senior moment right there. You have to forgive me. I'm getting old. I had it all in my head 30 minutes ago. And then my head cleaned right out. So we will look at Lernerville this Wednesday night. That all kicks off at 8 o'clock Eastern. Dominic Santine will be on the call. Drivers out getting some laps in. Yeah, it does. It really does. And I keep working on it, and I keep changing it. And eventually I will get it right so that it positions in there neatly, so it's very legible. But yeah, this is, this is my second full week of using these, and I'm learning quite a bit. We're actually asking for some changes on some things, and we're hoping to get some more info into our grid, or at least be shown how to do it, so that can become a little more. There's a lot of features I really like, and I think it's really a clean look. But there's a couple of things that don't work as well with dirt as I think they could. And it's just kind of the way the communication works. So we like them. They're an improvement over what we had because we were having some kind of data drop, and they would completely quit working over with the ATVO overlays. Somehow they had some kind of data leak, and they would just lock up. It was crazy. So we decided to go with this. We may try some other themes. You never know. But we kind of like this one, so we're going to do it. We have to. That'd be great, James. I'd really appreciate that. You can reach me on the Facebook page. Just either come by the Dirt Racing Network and send it in there because Dom can see that too, or private message me and I'll share it with him. I don't know if they're going to run the whole thing out or not. I think I'll ask Race Control. If you guys hear them, please forgive because they don't have a choice but to whisper to me and it'll come through. All right. You heard Race Control. They are ready to go. So what we are going to do is get ready to get in here. And go through. Our starting lineup would be Craig Sheeran on the pole, Vinny Sansone on the outside, Mason Hannigan in a row 2 with Gunnar Harris on the outside of him. Your third row is going to be Rylan Gray and Skylar Brown inside and out. Wade Fields will start inside row number 4 with Miles Jansen on the outside. Rusty Kruger inside row number 5 And on his outside is going to be Tiny Dancer Scott King coming from the B main. Craig Silby and Bruce Klingen in our 6th row. This is a little ganky. I can't get it to change for whatever reason, but I'll run through the rest of them. Boyd and Click in row 7. Moody and Schmutz in the 8th row. Straczynski and Grease row 9. Wilkie and Kelly all transferred in. So we took 11. We had 11 in the B main. They all transferred. 20 cars out here for 30 green flag laps. Well, I don't see you on Wednesday nights, Batzer, so I don't know where you're running big blocks with that guy at. Keep an eye on that orange and white car on the outside of the front row. Sansone. Been watching him run the wingless cars for a long time in 2 or 3 other series where I don't know if they still run them or not, but we don't cover it anymore. And that guy just really, really good at handling these wingless cars. Rusty Kruger, very good. Skylar Brown, the yellow car in row number 3 there. Another really, really good driver. Looking back, Kruger is inside of row number 5. So a lot of cars to keep watching. Round number 1, the inaugural series for the Monday Night Wingless Series for the Dirt Slingers Racing League about to get underway. Green flag in the air. And Sheeran right ahead for the front. He grabs the lead. Mason Hannigan going to take a peek on the inside of Sansone. Sansone using the top side. All the momentum. Had to back the car down. Lost the front end. Give the spot. Yeah, give the spot to Hannigan. He gets there. Now Sansone still working the top side. He's Skylar Brown on the top side. He's outside Ryland Gray. Gotcha. Now Brown clears Gray. Harris behind that. Wade Fields in tow, and behind that's the 71 car. 3 down, working lap number 4. Watching 2 and 3 wide battle. Those guys almost 3 wide when they went in the corner. They were 3 wide in the center. Wade Fields was on the top. Rusty Kruger is right there. Great run down the backstretch. These guys staying whipped up here. Keeping them 2 and 3 wide. Saw a car get loose on the bottom. I want to say that was Jansen that did that, and he went immediately to the top side there. Might not have been Craig Silby that got sideways. So it looks like he's trying to keep the 7 car locked in on the bottom. Hannigan has gotten the lead away. Sheeran must have had a problem because he's given up 2 spots as Brown goes around on the top side as well. They're going to get into lap traffic. Jacob Schmutz already missing the hood on that car, and he is out here cutting laps. He's going to be the first car to go a lap down. To your leader, Mason Hannigan. Then it's Brown and Sheeran, and caution, that's going to save Schmutz. Is Rusty Kruger? Rusty Kruger right here, watching Kruger. 1 and 2. Oh, he got some help right there. He got a lot of help. I think I'm going to go out on a pretty fat limb. And I'm going to jump over here, and I'm going to say that might have been Gunnar Harris. They got it in him. I'm just jumping out on a fat limb here because I'm pretty sure that it was the black car with the teal green graphics on it. It's a good race for the first 7 or 8 laps there. Already had a lead change. Had our pole sitter fall from the lead to 3rd in a length of 1 lap. Sansone started on the outside of the front row. He's back a couple positions into 4th. Biggest mover right now looks like Garrett Boyd. He was up 6 spots. He had to keep cycling through, folks. Rusty Kruger looks like his day is done. He will finish 20th. I think they were stupid sideways in the corners too, James, but that's just an observation. So, green flag back in the air. Down through 1 and 2. Looks like everybody's trying to get a grip on these things. Track's starting to get a little slick in the middle and right through the center of the corner. That is not where you want to be. Got some cars up wide. Got some cars down along the tires on the bottom. Sansone settling in there. 230 got around Sheeran. Sheeran fell back to 4th in front of Gray and Harris. Sylvia and Fields side by side. They're battling over 6th, 7th. Make it 7th and 8th now. There's a good crossover move. Sheeran got a great run down the hill. He may come back 2 for 1 on that. So he is going to pull alongside Gray right there. Gray with a little bump of the outside wall down the back stretch. Too much momentum. He's going to grab the spot back away, put him back to 4th. Sansone still 3rd. Hannigan now is giving up the lead to Skylar Brown. Brown out in front, just past halfway. Right, or coming up right to halfway, excuse me. It says 18 to go, not 18 complete. Skylar Brown starting to stretch away from these guys. He has put almost a full second between himself and Hannigan. Sansone still 3rd. Gray has gotten around into 4th. Sheeran's back to 5th. Then Gunnar Harris right there. 4-car battle. That is 5th through 8th. Next time around, exactly the halfway point. 1.1 seconds for Brown. Crossed flags that time. Schmutz and Wilkie battling back here, 18th to 19th. They are less than a straightaway ahead of your leaders. You can see them. They are at the line, and Brown is already coming out of turn 4. Hannigan got about 6/10 on, not even that much now. It was longer. Now it's going to stretch back out to about 6/10 on Sansone. Gray, Harris, sharing your top 6th. Then Sylvie and Moody. Larry Moody find a little grip through the middle. Made a good run right there. He's got company. Here comes Garrett Boyd off the top side. Going to be 3 wide in the middle of 3 and 4. Almost 4 wide at the exit of 4. Good racing. Nice and clean. These guys giving a lot of room. I know the cars are getting pretty sideways, but everybody kind of giving some room. Larry Moody is finding some excellent grip on the exits of these corners. He's getting big drive from the center off. He just can't find the little bitty sliver he needs to get through. There's an opportunity as Shuram got into the back of Silby.
All right, man.
Caution as... Let's see who was in the crash. I think somebody just got sideways. I don't think anybody crashed. I think somebody just got far enough sideways. These guys have been getting the car pretty out of shape. Yeah, maybe it was Wilkie. Wilkie has taken his car to the pit, so it could have been Wilkie. So we'll get back through it. Brown, Hannigan, Sansone, Gray, Harris, the top 5. Then Boyd, Silby, Moody, Fields, and Jansen in the top 10. Straczynski, Klingon, King, Click, Kelly, Grease, Schmutz. And I believe Craig Shuram back to 11th. Or back 11 spots to 17th here. Make it 18th as he lost 17 spots overall tonight. Lost a few in that one. He was running about 5th or 6th there. He could have been our caution, got the car too far sideways. He's going to end up at the back. But 10 to go. Oh, perfect 360. I didn't see it on the screen. And it didn't show me a crash. So I couldn't rewind directly to it. But... everybody, when we get everybody back where they're supposed to be right now, it looks like Larry Moody is our hard charger right now. He's up 7 spots from his starting position. He and Garrett Boyd both, and they are one right behind the other right now. So, green flag back in the air, 9 laps to go. Yeah, okay. I probably looked away to move the camera to another car, and that's how I missed it. But right now, it is Skylar Brown in front of Mason Hannigan, Vinny Sansone, Rylan Gray, and Gunnar Harris. And Harris, it looks like he's trying to slider line and go after Gray, but he just couldn't get it there. Garrett Boyd now has gotten around Larry Moody. Boyd finds the fence. Gonna hang on to 7th. Silby still 6th. Boyd trying to jump the cushion every entry. Side by side, Gray and Harris again. Gray on the in, or I'm sorry, that's Silby and Harris. Silby on the inside, Harris on the top side. Skylar Brown just cruising this thing, knocking the laps down. He wants to see a white flag here. Out of 4. Into 1 and 2. Nice little drift up there. Catches that little bit of moisture. That time, I think the right rear bumped the fence on the exit of 2. He's got Mason Hannigan in tow. Those guys not getting away from one another as both cars wiggle, and we have another crash. I think Bruce Klingon may be this one. Get a look here. Klingon out of 2 down the backstretch. Got Cody Kelly on the inside. Now goes around. Oh, Klingon. He just lost it out to the right. Spun it around. So we'll get back up here to the front. Get down there. It's going to be 4 to go. For night 1, the first time these guys are all getting together, I'm going to say this is a win for everybody. And kudos to Scott King, Old Tiny Dancer, for putting this whole thing together. I think he's got a pretty good group of guys here, and I think if they keep racing together, things are going to get just better and better. It's good to see Wingless sprint cars at Dirt Slingers. First time ever. The Wingless sprints are going to have a series there, and it looks like this thing might stick if we can get racing like this every week. They keep the car counts up. We'll keep it broadcast every Monday night. But the lights are out on the pace truck. 3 laps to go when we go back to green. Skylar Brown, Mason Hannigan, and Vinny Sansone. Your top 3 right now. But Rylan Gray is right there in 4th, and Gunnar Harris 5th. Garrett Boyd up to 6th. Sylvie Moody, Fields, Jansen. Your top 10.
Green.
Restart. This time Hannigan just a tick closer. About a half a car, maybe a full car length closer. Going to come around, get 2 to go. The old popsicle sticks this time. For Brown, Sansone still trying to hang on to 3rd. Gray, he's close. If Sandstone makes any kind of mistake right here, I think Gray's going to pounce right on him, but we don't see a slider close to the end of this one. White flag, final time. Inaugural season, inaugural race. The Dirt Slingers Monday Night Wingless Series, and into 3 and 4. Brown's got it covered. He's going to win the opener. Hannigan will be 2nd. Sansone will be 3rd. And then Gray and Silby 4th and 5th. We'll get the top 3 around on the front stretch. We will try to drag them in and talk to them here. There you see him putting her back down across the track. Going to bring it down over here by Hannigan. Sansone is going to pull in behind. We are going to leave them right there. We're going to get down here on Sansone's car. And we will grab Vinny and bring him into the channel.
User was moved to your
Vinny Sansone, you got a copy. Hello, Vinny. Yeah, I hope Vinny can hear us here in a second. Vinny, you there, buddy? Well, let's try to circle back to Vinny. I know he's in the car. I just don't know if he can hear me. Vinny, you got me, bud? All right, folks, we're going to circle back to Vinny. Let's talk to Mason Hannigan real quick. We'll get Mason in the channel with us and talk to him while we wait for Vinny to... There we go. Mason Hannigan, you got a copy.
Yeah, he scared me.
Well, I get it. You know, you young guys, you get scared by just about anything. I mean, you and I have been over this. This is nothing new, buddy. Man, a good run, wingless cars. First time here for Dirt Slingers, and you come home second tonight. I had to chase the 10-car Brown down, man. Tell us what you think of the series, and tell us about this first run.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be something really good if we can keep getting car counts, and if we keep getting the drivers that we're getting, especially Skylar, Vinny, Wade, all the non-wing guys that show up. And honestly, I was pretty happy that we hit the invert because put us on the pole of the heat, and then just kind of had to hold Skylar and Rusty off there. And Rusty he'll be one to make a showing for the top 3 next week for sure. So Skylar he was on his game tonight, so we'll see what we got next week for him. And honestly, it was a really fun racer, and I almost had a shot there getting down into 1, and just kind of donned it, and then 3 and 4 he just went down to the block just like anybody else would. So good run to him and Vinny there.
Well, great run for you. Second is a great way to start the season, man. I got to ask, how did we do tonight over at the World Championship Series?
All time? No, I'm just kidding. Started 16th there, ran 13th. Just we suck. Don't really know how we made it into the series, but hey, better be lucky and good. Am I right?
All day, every day, and twice on Sunday, man. Fantastic run tonight. I'm sure you got a few shout-outs before we let you get out of here, buddy.
For sure. Black Diamond Motorsports, Sims, Faz, Wear Velocity Race Designs, and can't thank you guys for putting on the league, especially the non-wing deal. This is new for me, at least, because I haven't ran a non-wing league in God knows how long. So we'll be back next week, and then the week after that, we'll be back for the 360 series.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, and maybe we'll see you on Wednesday night.
Yes, sir.
You're a second-place driver. I still do not see Mr. Sansone with a microphone. We may go ahead and get Skylar Brown in here, and then we will get Vinny if we can. All right, let's get down here. Oh, Skylar took his car off of pit road. Skylar Brown, you there, buddy?
I sure am.
Oh, yeah, he took your car off of the front stretch. That's okay. We can still talk to you. We got you up on the screen here, man.
Okay.
Inaugural run for the series. Your impressions of the wingless cars over at DSRL for their first ever trip on the track?
That feels pretty good. It's good to do that. You know, DSR's been around for, I think you said 5 years tonight. So it's pretty cool to, be able to be the first in something.
And it's not often that a new series pops up with these guys. And, you come in here, wingless cars. I know you have the chops to run all the dirt cars. I kind of feel like you really kind of like some of the tougher cars to drive, and this is one of those. What do you think about bringing this group of guys together? This track looked like it was completely blown out, and putting everybody together on this thing and trying to make a go of this tonight.
I think it turned out good. Like you said, the track was super blown off, and we had a lot of, green flag runs there. I think we only had a few cautions, maybe 2 or 3, which is really good, for the new series with the non-wings and guys maybe not being too experienced with them. But I think it turned out good, and hopefully it grows more. Like you said, I love driving cars that are hard to drive. It's just really my kind of style, I guess. And I was licking my chops when I seen this and got some laps in this week, and it paid off.
All right, man. Well, an awesome run. You win the very first one. I'm sure you got a few thank yous and shout-outs before we let you celebrate a big win tonight, buddy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All the guys at, Wicked Cushion, the Brink Marks team, you for putting this together and doing this. It's awesome. And I'd like to thank Wade Fields as well. We practiced a lot this week, so I'd like to thank him as well.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on the win. Look forward to seeing you back next week, bud.
Yep, thank you.
That's your winner tonight, Skylar Brown. Let's get our man up here, and let's see if Vinny's got his microphone working now. Vinny, you there, buddy?
I think so.
All right. Well, yeah, I got you now. I'm trying to get on your car here. Give me 1 second. There we go. We got you on there.
Yeah, I'm going to do some updating on my two-way race communication there.
Oh, it's all good, buddy. We'll take it any way we can get it. Well, we talked to everybody else. Inaugural race for the inaugural season of the Wingless cars at Dirt Slingers. First time they've ever done anything in the Wingless. You come over here, you run third tonight, man. Tell us about your impressions of the series as it gets off of the ground and your great run tonight.
Yeah, overall the night went pretty smooth, and racing was pretty good. Looked like the track kind of got used up toward the end, made it more of a one-lane thing, but Skylar and Mason and those guys made use of it early to make their moves, and they did a good job holding us off there at the end. But other than that, I was pretty satisfied with my night.
Yeah, it looked like the track really got blown out, and I don't know, because I am not, very well versed in the wingless cars, if that makes it a little better or a little worse in these cars. I know in the wing cars, they're more blown out. It seems to widen the track out, and some lines come back together because guys have to slow it down. How much more difficult does a completely worn out track make it with this wingless sprint car?
To an extent it does, but when it gets so worn out like that, there's only so much throttle control you can do. So it really kind of almost brings the car back to you and simplifies it. You just have to baby it so much that it kind of narrows the track back up for the non-wing car. So, in that sense there at the end, like you saw, we're kind of limited on just the traction and lines available for these things to make up time. So it's more about not doing anything to lose time, such as hitting the wall or the infield tires.
Well, an awesome run, man. You start the season off third. I'm sure you got a few thank yous and shout-outs before we let you head out this evening.
Yeah, just want to thank you guys for putting on this show and starting this new series. Hopefully everything goes good. And I just want to thank my teammate out there at Ironman Motorsports, Joe Quinn, always putting in the time on setups with me. So thanks for all you guys again for broadcasting and being here.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Look forward to seeing you back next week, bud.
Thank you.
Vinny Sansone finishes third tonight. Let's get down and let's talk to the man that kind of made the whole thing happen. Let's get Tiny Dancer in here real quick and talk to him. Scott, you there, buddy?
Yeah, Roger. How's it going?
Pretty good, man. Well, you spent a lot of time, you put a lot of effort into putting this thing together. You bring, 28 drivers in here tonight, and your impressions of how things kicked off.
Well, let's just mark it on the board that I didn't fence this thing. So I came close, but no, overall I thought it was pretty good. I thought we had a pretty good interest in the league, and I think we got a few more guys that are going to come, and hopefully we'll get, a few more and, get 40 guys in here. So overall, I think it was good. I personally don't have a lot of time in these things, so I was just trying to keep it off the fence and, snuck a B main win out of there. So that was pretty good.
Well, all in all, I think it was a great night. Didn't have a ton of cautions. Saw some guys do some really good racing. Saw a lot of guys I don't think have a ton of time in this car do very well, make it into the feature tonight. Saw some guys go home early. But overall, I think this is a series that as long as we keep getting the car counts, I think you've got something going nice here. Never had the wingless cars, and I think everybody so far is impressed. So kudos to you, and we look forward to coming back next week and putting on round number 2.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, try to get a little more time. I not gonna lie, I don't have a lot of time in these things, so it's been mainly just the wing stuff. So yeah, it's fun to drive something different, and guys seem to like it. And I tried to warn them. There's a few times we were 3 wide, and I told them I didn't have enough talent to be doing that. So hopefully they'll little give and take, and we'll put on a good show at round 2.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. Great start to the night. I will see you later this week, and congratulations on the little one that's coming.
I appreciate it. Yeah, things are going to be changing here, so I'll try to get on as much as I can. And thanks to you and everyone for the league, Roger. It's awesome. It's nice to take a break from real life and have a little fun and get away. So I appreciate all you do, and all the other guys do too. So thank you.
All right, man. Thanks for the help, and keep everyone informed of what is going on with the Tiny Answer baby deal.
You got it, Slot.
See you, buddy. Hi, the league coordinator there, Scott King. Always fun to talk to Scott, and he's done a great job of getting this thing going. Results up on the screen. Skylar Brown wins it. Mason Hannigan was second. Vinny Sansone third. Rylan Gray comes home fourth. Craig Silby was fifth. Gunnar Harris, good run for him. He was sixth. Your hard charger for the night, Garrett Boyd, finishes seventh. He picked up 7 spots. So, good run for him. Larry Moody in 8th. Alex Straczynski 9th. Cody Kelly 10th. Scott King 11th. Kevin Click in 12th. Miles Jensen was 13th. 14th went to Wade Fields. Jacob Smutson 15th. Craig Sheeran 16th. Bruce Klingon 17th. Peyton Grease 18th. Eric Wilkie and Rusty Kruger 19th and 20th. That is going to do it for us. A lot of fun tonight. Good to see new series. Good to see a lot of people showing up for this and supporting what Scott has done. Like I said, he put a lot of work into this, and I think this is a new series that's probably going to stick for the Dirt Slingers. I am very proud of what has been built here over the last 5 years, and having the admins that are willing to come in and just grab things and take off with them and make them happen is just a weight off of my shoulders, and I can't say enough about those guys. They had a great race in the first run tonight, Monday Night Thunder, so Monday nights are a big deal for us, and we appreciate you guys taking the time to sit and watch the races. We know you can watch them anywhere. You choose to watch them here. So for Dominic Santina and myself here at the Dirt Racing Network, guys, appreciate it. Be sure to hit your like, share, and follow button. And until we see you the next time, everybody,